up 47. I've got the first profiles compiled and uploaded. Go over them and let me know what you need.
The Hitman trilogy is one of the best sandbox style games that I have ever played. It puts you into a place with someone you need to kill and something to kill with. The same mission can be completed in various ways, with various targets and with various weapons. You need to embody Agent 47 and become the perfect machine, an invisible killer, a silent assassin.
Good to have you back.
Playing Hitman for the first time is an amazing experience. The mission stories that kill in an extraordinary way, the feeling of satisfaction after getting Silent Assassin on a mission, and the fun of having any way to kill any target you want. All of these moments come in different times of you playing, and even 200 hours later, I'm still finding out a new mechanic that opens up so many kills. For this challenge, I'll complete Hitman 2016 or 1 on Master difficulty. This means more guards, more cameras, suit only, and Silent Assassin, while only using the most creative kills that I can get. With a bit of game knowledge, can I do this challenge?
Welcome to the Agent Program, Initiate. We're waiting for you inside. Follow the lights, please.
The game starts with Agent 47's introduction to the ICA, a full operation of assassins that target worldwide criminals. We first meet Diana, Agent 47's handler, who works with assassins and helps them to kill their targets.
Are you sure about this?
I am.
There are no second chances, Miss Burnwood. Not here.
I choose him.
May I inquire why? A blank slate? Antisocial? Apathetic and unresponsive? No doubt the boy shows promise, but...
Perhaps I see possibility where others see limitation. Isn't that what a handler does, sir?
We'll see. Anyone can kill Miss Burnwood. He still remembers nothing?
If he does, he's not sharing.
We will check up on his story. The hospital in Romania. In the meantime, keep him under close watch.
The game instantly puts us into an ICA training mission and is a recreation of an assassination that happened in the Hitman world. This serves as a basic tutorial mission and is locked onto intermediate, so we'll skip over this and get to the real mission.
Once again, great work, Initiate.
Even though these are fake missions with trained actors, I don't think anyone can be crushed to death and walk it off while saying it's acting. After that mission, we head back to Diana and Sodas, the man next to her, who says he fact-checked Agent 47's story and found nothing. The two think someone may have deleted all knowledge of Agent 47's life, but Diana still accepts him and chooses him as her agent. This cutscene sends us into the next ICA mission, but it's still training.
Target down. You did it. Now head towards an exit.
Eric Sodas tells Diana to get out as she managed to get Agent 47 into the ICA, with him not wanting a person with no boundaries that may become dangerous in the ICA. This is where Agent 47 reveals his name, even though we know it already.
I should tell you, the trail went dead after Romania. Our team found no records of any kind. No name. Nothing.
I think they called me 47.
That's not a name.
So make it one.
All right. Agent 47.
We head to Paris for our first mission, where we must kill two people in charge of the fashion brand Sanguine. Their crime isn't for being French, no. It's the fact that they are the ringleaders of an organization called Iago. This organization reveals top secret dangerous information and hands them to the highest bidder. Information that has led to an explosion at a nuclear reactor or the death of a Colombian president. The two have now acquired a list of MI6 agents and their identities, so MI6 have asked us to stop the reveal. The undercover government of England is asking an illegal mercenary organization to help them. That seems about right. With a large map and 2 targets, our journey has just started.
I will leave you to prepare.
For this mission, I use a briefcase to carry a tranq and use the Seeker 1 for my main weapon. It doesn't matter what briefcase you use, but you do need one to bring 2 dart guns into the mission, and I use it for a very specific reason. Every starting place will be the default, so you can copy me if you want for ease. As soon as the mission starts, I head straight into the main entrance and past everyone, preparing for my first kill. I drop a coin in view of the old lady to interrupt her conversation and cause the other woman to head into the bathroom. This is where a security guard comes in, so you have to be careful of him. This woman is special as she holds an Iago invitation which allows me to get to Dahlia. This is where Victor heads towards the makeup room, but I interrupt him by hitting him with the Seeker. Since it's a dart gun, you have to account for time and drop, but it's easy enough to hit him.
But hey, wait a minute.
Sedated NPCs have a hollow dot above their head, and this means that they won't acknowledge you if you are trespassing or do an illegal action in front of them. Victor and his bodyguard both head into the bathroom next to where I knocked out the woman. I knock out the bodyguard and drown Victor in 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Here, I keep my tranq in the briefcase and head towards Dahlia. I also drop my Seeker as a security checkpoint is coming up. On Master Mode, you can only see the camera's view in Instinct Mode. If you get spotted, you can still get Silent Assassin, but it's easier to restart, to be honest. At this point, you must place the briefcase down as dropping it actually aggroes the guards, and I died from this. By keeping the tranquilizer in the case, you can pass the frisk while bringing it up to Dahlia. This works with any item in any briefcase. Since the entrance to Dahlia's room is blocked, I have to find another way to get in. Never mind. To get in, you must make sure that the guard in the room is facing away from you, otherwise he will spot you. I take out the guard in the bathroom and stuff him in the closet. I then distract the guard again with the sink and place him next to his buddy. Here is where the tranquilizer comes in useful. Dahlia comes in with an NPC, so I must shoot him or he'll ruin the run. Okay, even though I missed, it's fine. I drag the NPC into the bathroom and snap Dahlia's neck for the second kill. Here on out, just backtrack where you came from and you have Silent Assassin suit only on Paris. This next cutscene shows Victor 1 day before we kill him, handing a mysterious man the Iago dossier. In return, the man tells Victor that a spy in Moscow was set up and killed for him. The man sends a text saying leak the files with no loose ends and then tells Victor,
"Good luck with the show. I have a feeling it's going to be the one you'll be remembered for."
For the next mission, we go to Sapienza, Italy to kill two targets, Silvia Caruso and Francesca De Santa. Caruso is an engineer known for his stem cell research, but he's now working on a dangerous virus that can kill anyone in the world with the DNA specific code to only kill that one person. A shareholder from Ether, the company helping him make this virus, has asked us to kill Caruso and De Santa as it was originally made to kill world leaders and not leave a trace. Caruso now wants to kill anyone from the past that hurt him. Francesca De Santa, the head of laboratory, is also a target as she works in Ether and knows all about the virus, maybe leading the virus making process if Caruso is dead. We must also destroy the virus prototype for safety. With the entire world at stake, I must destroy it.
I'll leave you to prepare.
For Italy, I'm bringing a sniper, a silenced pistol, and a flashbang. As soon as I start, I head to the edge of the cliff and bring out my sniper. You can actually bring out a Sieger or any small sniper, but I didn't know that, so I added a bit of time getting the sniper out. I shoot through this tiny crack in the wall and I shoot the leg of the guard, causing him to pinpoint my location, but I use that to my advantage. If I leave the area quick enough, then the guard only thinks about that area and he ignores me, allowing me to head past him with a massive sniper rifle. This part took me quite a long time as I slowly lured 3 guards away from the laboratory entrance and hid their bodies. Just to add, I didn't do these missions in order and I did this one before deciding to put the in-game timer above. So if you're wondering about that, then there's your answer. I'm just kind of filling in time to be honest, as this almost took me 3 minutes to do. There's probably a better way, but I couldn't be bothered to figure it out and I just went for the slow way. I head into the cave, but not to destroy the virus. I wasn't able to pass one camera and guard, so I had to find out this entirely new path. This is where I dropped the flash phone, as this is used to distract Caruso later on. I was going to kill Caruso here, but he just left, so I decided to head to Francesca. In this storage room is a model ship, and inside is a virus prototype that Caruso made, which is genetically coded to only kill Francesca. I don't know why he made it, but I'm glad he did, because this is a permanent cloud that only kills her and makes it look like an accident. Thanks Caruso for helping kill your partner and directing my attention to you. I run all the way back to the observatory, but Caruso isn't there yet, so I just start to mess around and wait. As I head to climb up a pipe, I almost lose this run as suddenly a guard appears on top of the roof. The only reason he was there is that when I shot the camera on the roof above him, 2 minutes before, he heard my gun click and decided to head all the way up to me. I'm super lucky that his head was turned, or you would be watching a different clip. I see Caruso heading towards me, so I get ready to plop a solar system onto his head. Now that both targets are dead, I head towards the virus and my escape. These 2 guards need to be knocked out, or they would spot me trying to destroy the virus. With those 2 hidden, I destroy a camera that would also spot me and finally use my sniper.
All objectives complete. Now head towards an exit.
So after shooting the virus and guard in the leg, I quickly aim in just after pressing the button to drop down to glitch Agent 47 and make him jump instead of climbing the pipe. Since I left the area quick enough, the 2 guards were distracted and let me pass them towards the plane. I almost got spotted by someone, but I managed to escape beforehand, letting me complete this mission in 10 minutes and 6 seconds. After a week, we head to Johannesburg, where a man is talking to someone about Ether and who could have known about it. Inside the car is the same mysterious man from Paris, and he says that he was involved in Iago, obviously, while the ICA did all the work. He politely asks for a key, no, not the car key, and the guy warns the man that Providence will hurt him. Who is Providence? We don't know yet, but apparently this man does, as he's already gotten to another member.
Won't do much good. It's funny. Cobb said the same thing. thank you, messenger.
Don't. I just killed you.
Then we're even.
With that light-hearted cutscene, let's head onto our next mission, where we must assassinate former bank CEO Klaus Strandberg and military leader Reza Zaydan. These two are working together to overthrow the Moroccan government. Hamilton Lowe, a building contractor, has asked us to kill these two, as Zaydan's plan will destroy a fortune in government contracts that they have. You see, Strandberg stole billions of dollars from the Moroccan people and was trialed for it. However, Zaydan broke him out from the transport truck that he was in and is using his figure for his military gain. Strandberg is cooped up in the Swedish consulate with protests outside, demanding his arrest. Zaydan may be even worse, because he is protecting Strandberg to infuriate the public and cause riots, which will allow him to use martial law. At the moment, he is in an abandoned school and is trying to persuade the Rabat government to support his army and disguise it as national security. Pretty fucked up guy. This country could crumble if these two aren't dealt with.
I will leave you to prepare.
For Marrakesh, I'm bringing the Sega 300, the classic coin, and a silenced pistol. You don't need the exact pistol or coin, the default versions of them work fine. As soon as I enter Marrakesh, I sprint through the crowds that are just standing still, and make my way towards Strandberg while passing through the markets and protests. I wait for the camera to face away from me and allow me to climb into the consulate. Before I enter the building, I destroy the camera to not spot me when I come back out. I sneak through the parking lot that is filled with enemies and they have very annoying paths and routes. But after playing my own, I pass them with minimal waiting time. If you didn't know, snipers can unlock doors by shooting close to the handles or in between them. I pick up the propane flask and head up the surprisingly poorly guarded staircase.
So, do we have an understanding?
Yeah, sure, of course.
On this run, I was actually early and I hadn't planned with Strandberg being this far, so I quickly came up with a plan.
Target down. Next up, Reza Zaydan.
With that unnoticed skill, I head back through from where I came from and head on to Zaydan. By entering this merchant shop, I can go up to the rooftop and enter the school. The merchant's father is busy writing a novel with a guard near him. By using my briefcase to knock both of them out, I can unpack my sniper again and climb up to the ledge. With the coins that I brought with me, I distract one of the guards and use that time to knock the other one out. To find the position to kill Zaydan, I need to distract this other guard and knock him out again. If I accidentally miss my sniper shot, then shoot it again, it will alarm the guards and cause them to insta-lock on my position and run to me, letting them find these bodies. I think that by placing them here, they will either stop them from finding them or just delay them, which will be enough time to exit the mission. I shoot the gas canister that is randomly in Zaydan's office, and I do this before he arrives, because the guards won't be alerted to my position and the gas canister will infinitely leak gas. As I prepare to shoot Zaydan, I start to get spotted, and if I do anything illegal at the moment, then I'll instantly lose my silent assassin.
Both targets down. Now head towards an exit.
Once I kill Zaydan, the alarm starts going off, but no guards outside of the school are alerted, leaving the bodies safe. This mission took hours for me to figure out, while the others, even Colorado, took half an hour, but this achievement felt greater once I finally finished the mission. Even though it took ages for me to figure out, it only took me 7 minutes and 51 seconds to beat it. In New York, we see two men opening a rather futuristic vault. One man talks about needing 2 keys to open the safe, while the other mentions Cobb and the man in the car.
Cobb? But his plane went down over the Pacific. It was an accident.
Such was the conclusion at the time. Yes.
By using 2 keys, they open the safe and mention Morocco and Italy. The man comes to the realization that Providence is being attacked and that all their identities have been stolen.
Dig a trench, Director. And make it a deep one. Because none of you are safe anymore.
Our next mission takes us to Bangkok, where we must assassinate Jordan Cross and Ken Morgan. These two are behind the death and cover-up of Hannah Highmore, a young actress and probably girlfriend who fell off of Cross's balcony in New York. Hannah's parents say that Jordan killed her, but he managed to stay out of prison because his dad is a billionaire. To be honest, this sounds like a real story. Even though he never has to work in his life, he still decided to become a rock singer, and that is why we must kill him. He's recording and staying in a hotel for some reason, and so is Ken Morgan. With a person's death on their hands, I may have to put theirs on mine.
ICA is anything but. I will leave you to prepare.
For Bangkok, I'm bringing the Seeker 1, a silenced pistol, and the classic coin. Once I enter Thailand, I skip the cutscene and head to Ken Morgan, who's currently outside of the restaurant. He is in a conversation with his bodyguard, which gives me time to prepare my kill. Instead of heading towards him, I enter the restaurant and get my Seeker out, hiding it before anyone spots me. I drop that briefcase in front of the kitchen and it will act as a buffer between Ken and his bodyguard, allowing me to hold Silent Assassin. You see, unlike any distraction, targets will always go towards a briefcase if they spot it first, then hand it to a guard. This can be used in many situations, like getting a target walked into an empty room allowing a kill, but I use it to get Ken to quickly walk under the lights, allowing me to stop the guard from dying with him.
Target down. Now on to Jordan Cross.
In 55 seconds, Ken is already dead, and now I make my long way to Jordan. Getting to Jordan was the hardest part of this mission, as the one way for me to get to him was filled with moving NPCs and everywhere was being watched. But with very tight timing, I managed to pass all of them.
Look, you want me to deliver it? Deliver what?
I must take out this NPC, as at 5 minutes and 50 seconds he walks out to the balcony, which is the exact second that I slide down and have to climb into it. But by knocking him out, no one will find him. As I climb into Jordan's penthouse, I pass these guards and the bathroom, waiting until Jordan arrives. For some reason, this guard came up to me and I shit my pants because he never did this before. But anyway, for about 2 minutes, I wait here staring at Agent 47's beautiful face until Jordan finally comes down to record his album.
This is not good. Make way, people!
As Jordan scurries his way towards the toilet, I prepare to hold his hair as he starts to vomit out of an act of kindness. To give him some space, I decide to quickly get out of his penthouse and leave the country for some different reason. I actually hadn't practiced leaving the area and assumed that the boat by the front of the map would allow me to get out, but I did remember a hidden exit that's easy enough to leave from. I did get a bit stuck because of these two guards' routes, but I still managed it, and I hope you can find a better way to leave Bangkok. One week after the assassination, it is revealed that Jordan's father was kidnapped at his funeral and killed. Diana and Agent 47 discussed the two deaths and determined that someone wanted to lure his dad out as he had not left his private island in years. They call the man a shadow client. Paris, Morocco and Italy were all given anonymous tips that were then given to the ICA to deal with, and because Providence is behind all of the operations, it means that the mysterious man is the shadow client. The heads of the ICA has asked us to track down the shadow client and find out who he is. This leads us to Colorado, where the ICA has a lead on the shadow client. Another anonymous tip was given and the ICA tracked down the caller to someone called Olivia Hall, a hacker who has led multiple vandalisms and who has managed to stay anonymous until we stepped in. Her location brought us to a farm in Colorado where a private militia is training under the surveillance of Sean Rose. He was seen near Thomas Cross's kidnapping, making him a potential candidate for being the shadow client. Eric Soders, the head of the ICA, wants Sean dead, as well as 3 other military leaders that are present. Ezra Berg, a retired interrogator who is thank God not called Miller, Penelope Graves, an anti-terror analyst, and Maya Pavati, a former assassin for the Tamil Tigers. With 4 targets that may serve a threat to the ICA, we cannot fail here.
Agenda. I will leave you to prepare.
For Colorado, I'm going to be using the Seeker 300, the classic coin, and a silence pistol that I actually didn't use. As soon as the cutscene starts, you're going to want to immediately skip it for timing purposes. I run into the back of the map and unpack my sniper to take care of this camera. I continue into the shed and head on over to pick up a propane flask. This NPC here regularly walks back and forth, so you're going to want to keep your eye on him. I make sure to crouch when I get the flask, otherwise the guard will hear you and turn around, failing the mission. You're going to want to head back on out of the shed and prepare for your first kill. By aiming through this truck's handle, you can wait until exactly 1 minute and 10 seconds to shoot down a chandelier to kill Graves.
Graves is down. Excellent work, 47.
You're going to want to head back onto the hay bales to set up a kill with Ezra Berg. By shooting between these fences, you will hit a lawnmower that will start to spew out oil. You're going to want to then wait until exactly 1 minute and 55 seconds to shoot down a hay bale to kill Maya Pavati. With that amazing double kill, all that's left is Sean Rose, who coincidentally decides to look right into a massive bomb. It may not have been the bomb on the safe, but it's still a bomb. All you have to do now is escape from where you came from by playing Ring Around the Rosie with a guard. I spent ages trying to figure out this mission, as the first time I tried this, you actually have another objective that only happens on the first time of you playing this mission. This only serves as a story objective, and it luckily leaves me without an almost impossible task on this mission. On your first playthrough, you have to enter the basement of the house. This leaves Agent 47 to discover a major discovery about the Shadow Client. He has been tracking multiple people who I have been connected to. Thomas Cross, Strandberg, and Caruso. Even Cobb is there, and they are all connected to Providence. It turns out that the Shadow Client has tracked 47's kills over a number of years, meaning that he knows 47 personally, before he even joined the ICA.
Found something.
Sodas? But that would mean... Providence has infiltrated ICA, and Eric Sodas is their operative. Bastard! It all fits. He was the one who persuaded the rest of the ICA board to greenlight this operation. This changes everything. Get out, 47. We got what we came for.
What about the Shadow Clan?
He is no longer our primary concern. ICA has been compromised. I always wondered if Providence was real, but I never actually... I will need to confer with the board, but mark my words, 47. This will have consequences.
When Agent 47 prepares to leave, we see the Shadow Clan overlooking him as he talks to Olivia. She blames herself for all of the deaths that occurred here, but he calms her down and says that she can't contact him as the ICA may kill her. She tells him to kill Agent 47 now, but he doesn't budge and tells the story of how him and his friend ran away as they were kids and got taken in by a woman. Next morning, their warden pulled them out and made them watch as he shot her in her face and said, "This is your gift and your curse."
Only by ending them.
You know him.
Better than anyone.
For our final mission, the ICA has told us to kill Sodas now that they know they have been betrayed by him. He joined Providence so he could get a highly important heart surgery in a facility in Japan. Sodas had a disease that caused his organs to be reversed and Providence got one for him. However, we will make sure that he won't make it through the surgery. Our other target is Yuki Yamazaki, a lawyer for Providence who will be given the list of ICA agents once Soda's surgery is complete. With the entire ICA at stake, we have to kill these two no matter what.
I will leave you to prepare.
For this mission, I'll bring a silenced pistol, Napoleon Bonaparte, and nothing else. This is surprisingly the easiest mission to do, even with all the security. We start in 47's suite and look outside to the arriving of Yamazaki. I pull out my pistol and shoot 2 warning shots onto the carriage. This causes Yuki to panic and head back into the carriage, slowly descending down the mountain. However, just one more bullet causes her to speed up her trip. Now we head to the outside of Soda's surgery where he's right next to some glass. It is indestructible, but that's good enough. This is where Napoleon comes in useful and actually managed to do something other than being short on French. With the death of those two, we now have to find an exit, but the carriage is destroyed. Don't worry though, as a snowmobile is outside being able to be picked up by anyone, allowing us to complete the final mission of Hitman 2016 in 1 minute and 1 second. The final cutscene starts with the man from Providence and Diana meeting on a train. He wants Diana to help him with a task about 47.
That's why we're hiring you to take him down.
I don't think so.
He further pushes Diana to partner up and learn more about 47's background.
There was a doctor. Some depraved experiment. But he's gone now.
Well, if you believe the questions died with him, we have nothing further to discuss. If not, as I said, I think we could help each other.
He assures Diana that what she wants and what 47 wants is completely different.
We are the lesser evil. This terrorist, he wants nothing but chaos.
He's only a terrorist if you win.
Miss Birdwood, we won a long time ago. This is maintenance.
Thank you so much for watching this far, and please say if you want me to continue doing this Hitman challenge. While editing this, I can't wait to start Hitman 2 and try to beat that. It's been so fun, and thanks again.